Happy Wednesday from In Shape Fitness. This is muscle maintenance, and today's workout is very similar to yesterday's workout, our first in the muscle maintenance series. My name is Kim Watkins, and I'm going to be your trainer. We're going to make the workout very similar to yesterday's workout so that you can develop some rhythm and just feel the progress as you're moving through these very short sessions. You're going to do 2 warm-up moves for about a minute, and then 6 moves with a break, and the same 6 moves again. Let's get started. Walk in place now for 30 seconds. Make sure that you get your back straight. Tuck in your tailbone. Make sure that your pelvis is oriented vertically, straight up and down. Make sure that your shoulders are back and your chest is being lifted with your breath. Swinging your arms forward and back, picking those feet up. Don't shuffle. You want to really kick those heels back. And we're going to switch now to a high knee with a shoulder press. So go ahead and bring the knees forward this time as high as possible. Slowly, use control. Make sure that you're dynamically moving, but don't move too quickly. And then press those hands up into the sky to warm up the back, warm up your shoulders, and just get the body going here. You have another 5 or so seconds. Doing great. Again, each of the 6 moves is going to be for 30 seconds. We're going to blast through them pretty quickly without stopping. So get yourself ready. The first move, just like yesterday, was the balance move called the lighthouse. And with the lighthouse, you're going to orient your feet such that the right foot is right in front of the left, heel to toe. Your left toes are touching your right heel. Now straighten your back, extend your arms straight out from your shoulders, and turn your head for 15 seconds to the right, then to the left, then to the right, then to the left. Keep it going. You've got about 8 more seconds. The only reason you're moving your head here is to discombobulate your equilibrium. That forces the greater isometric contraction in those little muscles in your legs, which are the muscles that help you balance. And that's why we're doing this move. Okay, now switch your feet so that your left leg is in front of your right one now. Your right toes are touching the left heel. And again, turn your head left to right or right to left. And use control. You want to move quickly. This is also really good just for that upper back and neck muscles, which, since you don't really have to do much more than just stare forward at a computer most of the day, your neck might get a little bit sore. You might notice that you actually aren't able to look directly over your shoulder, out through and down your hand to down your arm rather to your hand. Okay, now let's do some jumping jacks. Big jacks, jumping all the way out to double shoulder width apart with your feet not turned out. You want your toes and heels in line, and then you're jumping right back in. Those arms make huge circles. Hands stop at the top and touch, and then jump back. Keep moving dynamically. That was a flub on my part. Sorry about that. All right, you're doing great here. Keep breathing as well. And we've got another 5 seconds for the jumping jacks. We're going to do a modified burpee, something called a squat thrust. Yesterday we did a standard squat. Today we're going to change it up just a tad and do something called a walking or modified burpee. So go ahead and squat all the way down. Put your hands on the floor beside your feet. Walk 1 foot back, then the other, all the way to push-up position. Then bring your feet back in 1 step each and stand all the way up. Now we only have time for a couple of these in 30 seconds, but do a couple more. This is a really good move for the complete body, and I mean absolutely everything. If you had to name, most personal trainers I think would say, if you had to name one thing, one single exercise move that really made a huge difference, it's going to be a squat thrust or a burpee, because it works your arms, it works your shoulders, your back, your butt, your legs. It's a plank when you're out there in push-up position. Okay, now let's get yourself onto the floor. Instead of doing push-ups today, we're going to do Spider-Mans. So you're in push-up position, and this means also if you did your push-ups on your knees yesterday, I want you to get yourself into the toes and hand position of a regular push-up. And now bring that right knee out and around, sort of laterally out, and so that it comes forward touching the right elbow, squeezing those obliques in the process. Now straighten your leg and put it back on the floor, and do the same thing with the left side. Very good. close to our break. In just a couple more seconds, we're going to switch to the other side. You're laying on your back. Do 2 moves there, and then you will get a break. So keep this Spider-Man going for another 10 seconds. Excellent. You're doing great. I know this is hard. This is really, really intense because you're in a plank position. You're moving those legs, so you're stationary on one leg at a time here. Excellent. You're doing great. Okay, go ahead and collapse down to the floor. Turn yourself over, lay on your back. Plant your feet on the floor, 90-degree angle with your legs, and hands down by your side. Now go ahead and lift yourself up into a bridge and hold it there. We're going to hold for another couple seconds, then slowly lower back down. Go ahead and lower yourself back down. Take a deep breath in, exhale, lift back up. We're going to hold for 10 seconds. Very good. Really squeeze those butt muscles. And also press your toes into the surface that you're on, onto your floor, onto the ground or whatever. You'll feel the back of the leg engage a lot more by emphasizing that connection with your surface. Okay, 5 more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Now straighten your legs. We're going to do a straight leg crunch. Your hands are going to kind of hover over your body right now. I want you to engage your navel. Squeeze and exhale. Lift up to about 45 degrees. You want to get the rib cage off the ground, then lower back down. 20 more seconds, then you get your break. Exhale, lift up. Very good. And relax. Exhale, lift up. And relax. Keep it going. Couple more seconds. You're going to get yourself a break here. 3 seconds. 2 and 1. And we're back. Plant that right foot in front of your left foot for a lighthouse. Again, stretch those arms out to your sides. Turn the head right to left. Slowly squeeze the muscles in those feet. Kind of pretend that you have one sort of awkward leg, and it's a tree trunk. You're connecting with the floor on all 4 corners of each foot. Now switch your feet so that the left foot is in front of the right foot. And you go back through the same exact sequence one more time. This is the first of the 6 moves you're going to do. Each is 30 seconds. And now we're going to do some jumping jacks. Go ahead and start jumping, landing lightly on the balls of your feet with a little bend in your knee for shock absorption, and making sure that you really make those big circles up and above your head, clapping or tapping your hands together up at the top. Got about 10 more seconds for jumping jacks. If you're feeling strong and you want to take these up to sort of a power jack, kind of double time it, where you don't actually touch up at the top, but rather, sort of stop short at maybe about the head level. That's cool too. All right, now let's do that modified burpee again. So plant your feet a few inches apart, squat all the way down, put your hands on the floor beside your feet, walk your one leg back and then the other, then bring the legs back in and stand all the way up. And again, squat down, put your hands on the floor beside your feet, walk one leg out, then the other, bring your legs back in under your body, try to keep that butt down, and then stand all the way up. And when you stand up, press your heels into the ground. One more time, let's do it. All the way down, hands on the floor, walk one leg back, then the other, then stand all the way up. Squeeze those glutes as you're standing. Good. Okay, now get yourself back down on the ground. We're going to do those Spider-Mans again. You're in push-up position. Your hands are underneath your shoulders. Your feet are back, extended back out behind your body. And then bring the right knee out to the side towards the right elbow. Squeeze. Return it to start. And the left knee comes up to touch the left elbow. Squeeze those side abs, your obliques, and back to start. Keep it going. You're not going to get it in under 10 minutes today. Sorry about that. A little too much talking on my part, I guess, but we will make it under 11. Go ahead and turn yourself over to your back. Plant your feet on the ground. Hip bridge and lift your pelvis up into the air, making a bridge with your body, making a sort of a right triangle. Your feet should be planted, toes and heels in line. Press those toes down into the ground. Now take one quick second to relax. We'll go back up into the bridge. And good. Up into the bridge one more time. Another 5 seconds. Great. And relax. Straighten your legs out in front of your body. Last move, the straight leg crunch. Excellent. Inhale. And as you exhale, lift the head, shoulders, and the rib cage up to about 45 degrees. Then lower your body back down. And again, squeeze. Pretend that you've got a marble in that belly button and you really want to keep it held in there the entire time. So you got to squeeze and squeeze through those hips. Don't let the back do all the work. Got 5 more seconds. Very good. Tomorrow's workout will be a little modification from today, but we're going to stick with some of these basic moves in order to get you through the first week of muscle maintenance with InShape Fitness. I'm Kim Watkins. Give us a ring at 212-362-1001 if you have feedback, or visit our website at inshape-fitness.com. We'll see you tomorrow.